Welcome back. Now 6:23, and a new study reveals a growing number of identity theft victims are having thoughts of suicide after these difficult and often heartbreaking experiences. Our Patrick Nelson is tracking the details from this important research and has some ways that we can look out for ourselves and loved ones who might become targets of these attacks.
Sarah Carell is a mental health professional working to help people in the Pikes Peak region over the years. She says she's noticed her clients targeted by identity theft and scams often face struggles.
We know this is hard, and we know shame and guilt come through this, and even suicide, which is horrifying.
She says many victims of fraud and identity theft are isolated and fear the backlash of sharing their experience, but talking about it with someone they trust is a vital step.
Giving them that validation that yes, this terrible thing has happened to you, and yes, law enforcement may or may not be able to find them, but there is freedom in telling your story.
Sarah says many people she's talked to struggle because they rarely see accountability for the people behind the ID theft and scams that do so much damage. But after seeing the ID Theft Resource Center is studying the mental health impacts of these crimes, she's hopeful lawmakers will have some real data to consider laws that could improve that accountability for the criminals.
They need facts to be able to move. So these studies are absolutely important. This was the first time I had heard of it, and I've been in the field a long time.
I spoke with Eva Velasquez, the president and CEO of the Identity Theft Resource Center, the nonprofit behind the Consumer Impact Study.
16% of our respondents actually had suicidal thoughts when they were experiencing this crime. 16%. And that's doubled in the last 2 years. It's not going down.
These numbers are alarming, but we know in this area there is so much stigma to overcome. There's victim shaming. There are situations where people don't want to admit they've had their identity stolen, or they don't want to admit they maybe have given up information or even money to someone they shouldn't have. Yes, we're seeing these numbers go up, but maybe is there value in that maybe people are actually coming to the table now and saying, yes, I am feeling the impacts of this? Do you think we're making progress, at least in having these conversations, by doing research like this?
These respondents are very brave in that they're willing to share that this is how it impacted them. So I applaud them for being honest and open and helping us to understand the scope of the problem. The reality is, in the right set of circumstances, every single one of us is vulnerable to these crimes.
So how can we help friends, family members, even neighbors who are dealing with the fallout after being victimized by identity theft or a scam? Well, here are some places the experts say we can start. First, stress that they aren't alone and anyone can be a victim. Be kind and not judgmental. Advise them to change their passwords often and tell them to avoid clicking suspicious links and to take steps to monitor their credit report. So if you want to take a closer look at this study or find resources to help with these situations, you can just head to our website right now, KOAA.com. I'm Patrick Nelson for News 5.